رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Dear respected speakers, Associate Professor Dr. Nur Khamimi Zainuddin, thank you for your time, as well as Sister Carmila Rafiqah Muhammad Rafiq. All of us, on behalf of the committee member, we would like to thanks for both of you for your great time to be part of our program tonight. That we hope that for all the participants in this program, you should take as much as benefit from their sharing session in this webinar, inshallah. Okay, I should not forget to thank all of the committees, especially from the CS, Council of Islamic Education Students, and for all the lecturers who are involved in this program, and especially for all the respected and also lovely students and all participants. May Allah bless all of us and ease our flow in this program. Inshallah, Ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Okay, first of all, indeed, I would like to just talk a brief about the objective of this program. Indeed, the tonight program indeed is a part of our upcoming event on the verge of international competition on sustainable education, SUSET 2022. So, on behalf of the Kuliah of Education and also collaborating with the Academy of Language Studies, UITM Negeri Sembilan, Kuala Pilah, and also the Council of Islamic Education, we would like to invite all of you to join and also to participate in our first international competition on sustainable education, inshallah. So, and for your information, the main objective of this competition is indeed to support the sustainable education research and also the innovative product in teaching and learning through the competition. As we believe that, especially for the students, you have spent your time completing your project, completing all your assignment, and especially which relate to the innovation. So now we are providing you the proper platform for you to share your idea, for you to improve and share your excellent teaching and learning ideas, inshallah. So thank you for all the participants, and especially for the speakers tonight. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support for our program. And we wish the best for all of us, inshallah. Without further delay, so I just give a very short welcoming remark to all of you. Thank you. Wa jazakumullah khairan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Ghafur, for the beautiful welcoming speech. All right, everyone, now it's the time that we've been waiting for, the sharing session from our amazing speakers. Before the sharing begins, let me introduce our speakers for tonight. The first speaker is Associate Professor Dr. Nur Khamimi Zainuddin. He holds a PhD in Technology Enhanced Language Learning from International Islamic University, Malaysia. He is currently an Associate Professor at the Faculty of Major Language Studies, University Science Islam Malaysia. His research focus is on teaching Arabic as a second language and technology-enhanced language learning. He was appointed as one of the juries for several innovation competitions at national level, such as Anugerah Pemikiran dan Reka Bentuk Semula Pendidikan Tinggi Malaysia, Malaysia Technology Expo, International University Carnival on E-Learning, IUCEL, and eSulam Innovate. He was also the recipient of USIM Excellent Service Award for the year 2016 and 2018, and Outstanding Open Educational Resources Award 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, I would like to welcome our first speaker, Dr. Nur Khamimi, to give his sharing. All right, Dr. Nur Hamimi, please welcome.
Thank you very much, Miss Sarah Harith. Am I pronounce your name right?
Yes.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin. Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ma ba'd. So ladies and gentlemen, students from Co-Ed, Kuliah of Education, IIUM, first and foremost, Alhamdulillah, I would like to thank the organizer, especially my colleagues from Co-Ed, IIUM, as well as the Islamic Studies Student Society, and for those who are watching us tonight or this evening through YouTube channel of Kuliah of Education. So my name is Nur Hamimi Zainuddin, and as introduced by the Miss Chairperson just now, now I am the Associate Professor in USIM. And this evening, I would like to share with all of you about innovation, okay? A new mindset for students. So I guess when Dr. Siti Fatimah contacted or send me a message through WhatsApp about Dr. Hamimi, please help us, our student, on how they can change their mindset paradigm, or how can they refurbish, okay, or rejuvenate their mindset so that they because most of the students, not just in IIUM, but we are talking about students from any university in the world, okay, they just enroll to a university, then they just focusing on study. But so if we urge them to be an innovator, they don't know how to be an innovator, because for them, innovator is just for a researcher, for scientists, for lecturers, but not for us, but or not for a student. Okay, so tonight or this evening, inshallah, I will share with all of you, okay, for students, for lecturers, for my clique, how can we set a new mindset to become an innovator? Okay, all right. So first and foremost, I would like all of you to introduce yourself. Perhaps for those who are watching us through YouTube channel, you may state your name, your faculty, or your kuliah in IIUM, okay, and which institution you are coming from, okay, because my last session with UITM, we have people, or we have colleagues from Philippines, from Brunei, from Indonesia. Later on, if you are watching this from the recording, okay, through YouTube channel, you may use the chat box to introduce yourself, okay, your name, your faculty, and your institution. For those who are watching us, who are with us, we're in Zoom, you may also use the chat box, okay, to introduce yourself, your name, faculty, and institution. Okay, please introduce yourself a little bit. Yeah, I see we have 18 participants in Zoom, and we have six people are watching us through YouTube channel. Am I right? Carmila Rafika, Dr. Abdul Ghafir, Dr. Siti Fatimah. How about students? Nur Shafika Yaakob, okay, from Faculty of Education, UKM, okay. Naim from IIUM, Nurul Anis, IIUM, Fetiliana, Nur Khadira, Muhammad Ikmar Rosli, okay. Siti Sarah, ahlan wa sahlan. Thank you very much for being with us. Okay, all right, so let's just get back to our business. Later on, I will read your name again. All right. Okay, so allow me to share a little bit about my achievement Okay, I guess I just gathered some of the gold medalists that we obtained from 2017, just the recent 5 years. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, my team, we have obtained some, we have collected some gold medal from EconDev UITM last year. Okay, via our product building 21st century skills and digitalized pedagogy through animated media approach. So these are among the products that really related to education. Actually, I have a few products not related to education but related to fake, related to early childhood. But these are some of the products that I really chose and segregated, okay, according to education sector. Okay, we have anime Cs. Okay, we have 4 Cs, a task-based animated approach for 21st century learning. Okay, we have obtained a gold medal during IIUCEL last year. We have integrated NACLI and ACLI knowledge and ACLI framework, NACLI and ACLI knowledge and framework for effective dyslexia Arabic language learning tools. We have GLOW at CBI, grammar learning online with concept-based instruction. Okay, we have ePrasmo and online supervision tool. We have gamifikasi dalam pendidikan, Global Zakat Game, version 1 and version 2, and we won a gold medal in ITEC 2017. And as mentioned by the moderator, Ms. Sarah, just now, Alhamdulillah, I have been appointed as a jury, not just in national, not just in a university level, but in national level. When we talk about national level, Innovation Carnival, we are talking about ITEX, we are talking about MTE, Malaysia Technology Expo, and as well as Percipta. So this year, Percipta was held in UMK, University Malaysia Kelantan, and Alhamdulillah, I have been appointed as a jury for Percipta 2022. Finally, okay. So why Dr. Hamimi, why you share with us about this achievement? Because I just want to share that actually in education, we have so many innovation. We can innovate so many things. Okay, from theories, from ideas, from models, not just product. Because sometimes when we talk about innovation, student will think about product. Kan, kita mesti ada product. But actually, the idea, the model, the framework, the action plan that we are producing actually can be used in innovation as well. Okay. Yes, if you have any question, feel free to type it here. Okay, don't wait until the end of this session. Okay, you may stop me, you may pause me, you may rewind me. Okay, no problem. I would like to have a very interactive session with all of you. All right, sell me this pen. So this is a very good story. Okay. And from the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, okay, starring by Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, my question with to all of you. Okay, sell me this pen. Okay, a very quick question to all of the participants. Okay, because this is some of the questions that I've been using during interviews. Because during interviews, normally you will expecting some question like introduce yourself, what is your strength, what are your weaknesses, right? But there are some questions, normally the CEO or the CTO of the company, they will show you a pen and they ask the candidate, sell me this pen. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, from Zoom and as well from the YouTube channel, kalau anda diberikan soalan ni, you happen to have this kind of question, ada pen di hadapan anda, okay, and the manager of the company, the HR department, they ask you this kind of awkward or weird question, sell me this pen. Okay, ni pen depan anda ni apa yang anda akan katakan? Okay, cuba type dekat ruangan chat. Sell me this pen. In 30 seconds. Please. All right, magic pen. Good one, Sarah Harith. Good job. What else? This is not a pen. It is a multi-purpose pen. Masya Allah. Oh, Dr. Fatimah, Dr. Ghafur, Dr. Ikram, you have trained your students well. Alhamdulillah. This is not a pen. Just a pen. It is a multi-purpose pen. Oh, biasa multi-purpose all, eh? Now we are talking about multi-purpose pen. What else? Come on. Of course, tell me how much you will pay. Masya Allah. Okay, so we are talking about money, dollars and cents. Good one. Who else? Give it a try, guys. Okay, seller, can you please write me your name? Customer, but I don't have a pen. You can buy this pen from me. Oh, okay. So you're talking about demand, eh? Demand, permintaan dan juga penawaran. Okay, Masya Allah. Not an ordinary pen, good one. The pen can correct what is wrong, Masya Allah. Okay, so this is a magic pen lah, eh? The pen can correct what is wrong. Good one. Okay, perhaps I would like to have 2 or 3 attempts. This innovative pen can change your future. Grab it soon, Masya Allah. Okay, this can avoid forgery. Good one. Okay, right. It's a pen that can write your thesis for you. Wah, best shortcut, eh? Semua nak shortcut sekarang kan. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, okay. Later on, I will show with all of you. It's a versatile pen. Thank you very much. I will show with all of you. Our students, our graduates, not just from IUM, but from the whole university, they are a lack of what? They are lack of innovation. Kan? Everything, when people ask you, you will give some kind of a very cliche answer. So inilah malam ni lah kita nak betulkan. We want to check back our mindset. We want to set a new one because of this method. Sell me this pen. Okay, cuba kita tengok. Let us watch this video. You may watch it later on. Okay, from YouTube, you may find it. Okay. Isman. Okay, sorry. For those, if you can hear the voice of this video, give me thumbs up, please.
Pen. Go ahead. Sell me this pen.
Can you hear the voice, guys? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. All right. Sell me this pen. Okay. Allow me to show the subtitle so you will digest the gist of the video well. Okay.
What if you were in a sales interview and someone was to say to you, sell me this pen, to test your selling ability, your selling skill? How well would you respond? Would you panic? Would you stutter? Would you freeze?
Have you ever had a dream that
What if I could give you the right sales framework that you could use to respond perfectly every single time? What if I could teach you exactly what to say and how to say it so you could convince the person that you are the perfect candidate for that sales job? What if you just want to impress your friends when they ask you the question, sell me this pen? Would you be interested? Comment below. First, the framework is not about selling the pen. It's how you are selling the pen. It doesn't matter what the object is. Sell me this pen. Sell me this book. Sell me this water. Sell me another pen. What the other person wants to know is how you think and how creative you are and how you think on your feet. Those are the exact qualities that the interviewer is looking for that position. The interviewer is looking for 3 things. Number 1, how do you manage emotions? How do you handle pressure? Can you think on your feet? Can you carry a conversation with someone who has more authority than you? Can you pivot? How well prepared are you? That's the first thing that they are looking for. The second thing that the interviewer is looking for is, do you know how to gather information? And how do you gather information? You gather information by asking questions.
I have several questions.
So when they say, sell me this pen, and you immediately goes into talking about features. Oh, this is a great pen and it writes very well. It tells them you are an amateur. You don't know what you're doing because you don't know how to ask questions. How do you know they even need a pen? How do you know what they're looking for in a pen? What's important for them when they are buying a pen? If you don't ask questions, how do you know you are guessing? The third thing the interviewer is looking for is, do you know how to ask for the sale? Do you know how to close the deal? How to ask for money? Because most salespeople, they're afraid to ask for money. They're afraid to close. They'll talk about features, they'll talk about terms, they'll talk about all kinds of stuff except money. When it comes to closing the deal and signing the check, they're afraid to ask for money. So the interviewer is looking for, are you comfortable asking for the sale? Do you even know how to close? So those are the three things that they're looking for, how you actually sell the pen. So let me demonstrate how you actually sell this pen. The first answer I'm going to teach you is the idle close. So go ahead, sell me this pen. Let me ask you a question. Who is your favorite celebrity? Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee. Well, this is not just a simple pen. You know, when Bruce Lee was in a hospital, when he wrote the book, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do, that changed martial art history, he used this exact pen. Do you want to own a piece of Bruce Lee history? The second way you could sell this pen is the superpower close. Watch. You do sound pretty good, but I have one more challenge for you. Sell me this pen. If you could have any superpower, what would you want? The ability to be invisible. The ability to be invisible. You see, this is not just a simple pen. This is a superpower pen. You see the twist right here? The second I twist it, you become invisible. Now you don't see me. Now you see me again. Would you want one? I'm impressed. Damn! And the third way that you could sell this pen, which is my favorite, the high ticket close. Do me a favor, sell me this pen. Go ahead. When was the last time you bought a pen? Probably a year ago. Was it for business use or personal use? Personal use. And what kind of pen do you typically buy? I have some regular pen. I have some nice pens too. When you say nice ones, do you mean nice ones or really nice ones? What is the most you've ever spent on a pen? $200. $200. Then we got a problem here. What's the problem? This pen costs us a lot more than that. Like how much more? This pen costs us $1,000. $1,000 for a pen? Are you insane? You're absolutely right. Most people don't understand the value of this pen. Do you know this pen was actually used by Warren Buffett to sign some of the most important documents in his career? This pen has history. This is a pen for a man who wants to make a statement. This is a pen for a man who wants to share incredible stories with his colleagues. Is that you? I want to make a statement with my pen. But you wouldn't want to spend $1,000 on a pen, would you? I have $1,000. Well, I don't mind. Well, if that's the case, the pen is yours. Congratulations, sold. As you can see, I have demonstrated I'm not afraid to qualify the prospect hard. And I'm
Okay. Apa macam? Okay. So all of your answers are quite good, but not good enough, right? For Sam, you may watch from this video. So we are not just talking about that pen right now. We are talking about value, kan? He talks about value. What else? Giving the information. Okay. So right now the manager is not measuring the value, the capability of this candidate because of this pen, but the way he gathered the knowledge. But he reads a lot. He knows about Bruce Lee, Jack Kundo, blah blah blah. Warren Buffett, is a billionaire of the world. Okay, the most famous billionaire. So we are diverting. We're not talking about the pen, but we are talking about how deep you are, the way you read, because you are what you read, because you are not what you eat, kan? Apa yang kita baca itulah membentuk jiwa kita. So macam mana kita nak apa? How can we get this kind of skill? Okay, because this is like 21st century skills among our graduates. Okay, through innovation. Because innovation not just we are selling, we are creating new products, but we change our mind. We read a lot, we discover a lot, we discuss with people. So let's say, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if let's say you ask this candidate, sell me this pen, and he is able to answer that question with this kind of situation, would you like to buy this pen, ladies and gentlemen? You may use chat or you may unmute your microphone. Yes. Okay. Alright. Dah berubah dah mindset. Dah berubah dah berubah Okay, Dr. Fatimah dah berjaya sikit dah tu. Okay, right. Let us continue with our slides. Okay. These are critical skills for the most innovative jobs. Okay, I find it from the World Economic Forum punya magazine. Okay, see, the most critical one, come with news, ideas, or solution. So through innovation, we may come with new ideas or solution. Willingness to question ideas, present ideas in audience, and alertness to opportunities, because through innovation, you may find a lot of opportunities. If we just stay in our Dewan Kuliah, Dewan lecture hall, lecture room, we don't alert to any opportunities. Okay, there are vast of opportunities out there. Analytical thinking through innovation. Bila kita masuk dia, if we join this kind of innovation punya competition, we will meet a lot of opportunities. It will challenge our analytical thinking. It will coordinate our activities. It will acquire new knowledge. Because this is the most critical skill for the most innovative jobs. That's why when the graduates, they ask me, Dr. Hamimi, kita dah graduate ni, we have graduated 6 months ago, but we cannot get our job. We have sat for several interviews, but unfortunately, my pointer 3.8, 3.9, we are straight 8 semesters dean list, but when you pass your interview, it is not just about your CGPA, but we are talking about these critical skills, because your 3.8, your CGPA will not guarantee your sustainability of yourself in that position. But because now we are talking about how you can criticize, how you can build a new innovation for the company, for kementerian, for schools, for universities, so on and so forth. Okay. Okay, you may check it out. Okay, check my slides later on. Okay, I will share with Dr. Ghaffur or Dr. Fatimah, or you may check again with our recording from the YouTube, right? So we are talking not just about any type of innovation, we are talking about product and service, technology or tools, or knowledge or method, okay? So as far as the innovation is concerned, it is a multi-stage process that transforms ideas into product. Not just product, we're talking about services, processes, new and or improve, in order to advance, compete, and differentiate themselves successfully in the market. So we are talking not just about innovation, we are talking about invention, improvement, the way you improve, the way you, bila you turun kat sekolah kan, nanti most of the co-ed punya student from UKM, from IIUM, from USAME, from UPM. So our matlamat, our goals is to do some improvement to our teaching and learning processes. So the way how you improve that can also be one of the innovation. Okay, yang fikir mesti nak buat produk then baru jadi innovation. The way if you are merging 2 or 3 theories, pedagogy, tools, okay, or even on how you can, your assessment, the way you class management, we can call it as improvement or innovation as well. Okay, for more details, you may refer to this article, okay, from, I forgot the journal, but it is entitled, the article entitled Towards a Multidisciplinary Definition of Innovation. Okay, so as mentioned by William Pollard, he's an English clergyman, okay, during 1828 to 1893, learning and innovation go hand in hand. Mana boleh learning and teaching je, and innovation go hand in hand. The arrogance of success is to think that what you did yesterday will be sufficient for tomorrow. We always think that what we did, what we do right now is sufficient for tomorrow. We don't want to innovate. We don't want to, discuss. We don't want to collaborate with people, okay, in our field, because we think that everything that we did yesterday, everything that we do today will be sufficient for tomorrow. It is not. It is not. Lama dah orang sebut kat sini kan. And Marshall McLuhan, okay, philosopher of communication theory, he mentioned about how we shape our tools and day after our tools shape us. Nampak? We as a human being, we are the one who are shaping our tools, and thereafter our tools will shape us. So through what? Through innovation. Okay. And Marshall McLuhan, he predicted the World Wide Web, WWW, or internet, almost 30 years before it was invented. So internet, let's say we have internet is 1990, right? Kan? So Marshall McLuhan ni, before that, 30 years before that, he already predicted the World Wide Web. Through what? Through innovation. Through innovation. So right now, we can predict our future by doing innovation. So this is a very sad reality, and students will spend 3 hours a day online. Kita dah spend online, tapi kita tak buat innovation pun through our kita online, tapi kita buat benda-banda yang tak berkaitan, it's not related to any innovation. 2.5 hours a day listening to music. We have students are always 68% texting during, even right now during my session, maybe most of you are texting your colleagues kan, your friends. Oh, Dr. Hamid ni ada ni, okay, ni link dia kan. 51% social networking, 24% several times per day using internet, and 23% ni hardcore punya lah, heavy social media punya user. Okay, so kalau duduk kat padang pasir, which one is more important for you, internet ke water? Maybe some of you will choose internet rather than water, because I may address right now. Let's say we are going somewhere, kalau kita keluar dari rumah kita, let's say if you forgot to bring your wallet, no problem, kan? No problem at all. But if you forget, or if you forget to bring your handphones, kan, what happened? You turn. Am I right? Kalau betul cakap yes. Tulis kat ruangan chat yes. Betul ke tak betul? Do you agree with me? Okay, when you come out from, yes, kan, betul kan? Kalau tertinggal wallet tak apa, tapi kalau tinggal handphone sanggup return, because right now using our handphone, we can buy things, tak apa, dia boleh semua ada. Kita punya IC, driving license, semua kita dah scan, siap-siap pakai cam scanner. Tapi kalau tertinggal wallet, tak apa, tak penting. Tapi tu handphone lebih nyawa daripada kita. Okay. So this is slide I imported from Prof. Karim from USM. Okay. So right now, in order for you to be a professional, kan, you may start with a novice. From novice, kita ni a mature, kan. Mature, kita masih lagi amateur. Right now, as a student, we explore, because stage 1 is just about exploring punya stage. Don't worry. So kalau you tak start, if you don't start with the exploring, how can you jump into adopting and leading? Kan? Sedangkan UIA dia punya ni apa? Bukan tamat ilmu dan budian, tapi leading the way. So how can you lead without even going to the stage 2 and stage 1? So in order for you to lead, you kena adopt dan explore dulu. You cannot adopt without exploring. So macam mana kita nak explore? Through innovation, kan? So it's a professional development. You cannot, there is no shortcut to leading or to stage 3 without being going through adopting and exploring. So ingatlah pesan saya baik-baik ni, I'm talking not just to all of you, but I'm actually menasihatkan diri sendiri juga. This is a very good wake up call lah for me. Okay, in order for me to lead in my field, I need to explore, and then later I will adopt, and then I will start to lead. Right? So right now as an educators, okay, not just for student, actually we don't focus on covering the syllabus. Kan, kita biasa fokus nak habiskan mukarrar, nak habis to finish our syllabus, but we need to empower students to uncover it. So it is more towards pedagogy punya approach, okay, whereby we learn, we relearn, we unlearn, okay, and we co-learn. Co-learn maknanya co-pilot. Kita dengan student sekali. Not just we ask them how to cover, or we teach them. We just focus on covering the syllabus, finish the syllabus, but right now we empower our student to uncover it. So this is what COED is doing right now. Okay, through this innovation punya carnival, innovation punya competition, we would like to empower you to uncover the knowledge, uncover or discover the knowledge in your field. Kita nak minta kamu gali ilmu-ilmu yang ada dalam bidang kamu ni. Okay, by doing innovation. Okay, so this is some kind of the new perspective or new ways on how you can uncover the knowledge, not just from the textbook, from videos, from podcasts, or even from educational resources. But right now, through innovation, we ask you to think, to criticize, to discover and to discuss with all your cliques on how to solve a problem, how to address an issue that our ummah is having right now. Okay, so Dr. Hamimi, could you please share with us how can, because some of us are really malu-malu kucing kan, we are very shy kan, we don't know how to present. Kadang-kadang they ask Dr. Ghafur, Dr. Ikram, Dr. Siti Fatimah, it is not that we don't know how to innovate, but sometimes we afraid of doing the presentation. We don't know how to present in front of the judges, in front of our cliques, in front of our friends. Okay, so I will give some kind of a refresher video for you. This is a Willie Green, okay, best speech by Willie Green. Last week I shared with UITM colleagues on how to pitch like a pro. Okay, so Willie Green with his product, namely Party on Demand. Okay, after we finish watching this video, I would like to ask all of you to give some responses. If you are sitting or standing in front of Willie Green, would you love to have or to buy his product, which is Party on Demand? Okay, let's watch. Subtitle. Okay, are you ready, guys?
I'm so stressed out trying to plan all of life's celebrations.
Oh, sorry again. Tak dengar suara. Okay.
I'm so stressed out trying to plan all of life's celebrations. I mean, I got little Susie's graduation. I got Ted's birthday party. And of course, football season is coming back. I would have planned a tailgating party for that. I wish there was one easy solution for me to order all my party supplies, just as easy as booking an Airbnb. Wait, there is. Party on Demand is your one-stop mobile party supply shop, delivering the party to you in 1 hour or less. We deliver the 3 essential ingredients you need to wow your guests and have an incredible, memorable party. We deliver food, talent, and decorations right to your door. Bam! We make it happen easily with our partnerships from Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Postmates, delivering that tantalizing food that's yummy, yummy in your tummy. In addition to that, our friends over at Amazon Prime are hooking it up with our great, crazy curated party box that's delivered to your door. Plus, we have hooked up over 1,500 incredible talents of dancers, acrobatics, and even your own personal chef from Benihana, Katachi. That's... It all starts with the box. Party on Demand has already partnered with over 35 of the world's largest companies and brands that's going to give you the cool thing. Think of Pinterest meets Etsy, delivered in your box and all exclusive right to your door. Oh man, it's going down. Our app is simple and easy to use. And with less than 5 clicks from your phone, your party is on. With over $251 billion in this licensing and rental industry, we know we're going to disrupt this marketplace because over 800,000 people celebrate their birthday in the U.S. alone every single day, not including over 500,000 people that just have a great social and celebration as well. With that, Party on Demand situates ourselves between the sweet spot of affordability and convenience. Now, our revenue model was simple. Nowhere, and I mean nowhere, can you find food, talent, and decor delivered to your door same day for the incredible price, wait for it, $299. Ow! Make it want to shake something. We're asking for $1.5 million in exchange for 15% equity. This will give us a 15-month runway and yield profitably about $7.5 million. Party on Demand was inspired by my father, who passed away from cancer. But before he did, he said, son, celebrate life more often. Whether that's your job promotion or getting an A on a test or even crossing the street, celebrate life every single day. Now you don't have to stress no more or wonder how to put on a really cool party and impress your friends. We can do it for you. I'm Big Willie G, the CEO of Party on Demand, and we're helping you, and your best friend sitting next to you to party on. So call us, and I'll see you at the party. Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what say you? Kalau Willie Green, if Willie Green standing in front of you, do this kind of pitch, would you like to have this Party on Demand? The response from the participants? Okay, because of his confidence level, he mastered the product, he knows from A to Z and how to, and the way he do the storytelling is very convincing. Ini adalah skill storytelling sebenarnya. Okay, when because he always asks about could you imagine? Okay, dia bagi problem pun dia tak cakap dalam bentuk research pun, betul tak? Dia tak cakap macam our problem statement is blah blah blah, our solution is blah blah blah, tapi dia gunakan dalam in a situation kind of thing. Betul tak? Dia kata, okay, let's say if you want to have a party, you need to call these people, this company, but in Party on Demand, you may have a talents, apa tadi dia cakap tadi, ada cakes, ada sweet, ada semua ada kan, in one box. Semua is sebenarnya dia nak cakap in one stop center tapi digunakan in one box. Okay, so this is how okay, you may find 1,000 more pitching punya competition punya ni lah, but Willie Green is really catching my eyes lah, catching my attention okay, let's move to our slide. One way to pitch, yes, correct. Ada boleh gunakan analogy, boleh gunakan kronologi satu persatu, storytelling kan, kita boleh kaitkan dengan apa yang orang rasa. Itulah sebenarnya dia punya resipi. Nanti mungkin Miss Carmilla will share more about innovation on some kind of secret recipe on how you can collect your own gold medal for your innovation. Alright, so that would be my last slide. Baru 8:48. I guess we have more time, so perhaps I open to members of the floor. If you have any question, please. You may unmute your microphone or you may use your chat box, please. You may ask in English or in Malay, no problem. Go ahead. I may read some of the comments if we have a question from our YouTube. Not yet. Crystal clear ke my presentation? Kalau tak ada inovasi macam mana? Okay. So that's why lah. Inovasi ni, there are so many ways on how we can innovate. Okay. Let's say, as a student, we have issues, right? To understand the subject, to master the process. We don't understand about. So we need to find the problem or the issue first. And then from the issues, then we will start to sit and discuss with our colleagues, with our lecturers, with our consultant, with our program, with our head of program about how can we solve this kind of issue. So this type of this way you may innovate. So innovate ni dia tak datang dengan satu cara yang satu cara je. Kita ada masalah, the way we solve, the way we innovate. So from there we actually can boleh kata dah tu sebagai satu inovasi sebenarnya. Okay, unless you don't have a problem at all. Memang tak ada masalah. Belajar tak ada masalah. Lepas tu dekat mahallah, dekat asrama pun you don't have any problem. Okay, so I doubt so lah. Saya rasa tak ada orang yang tak ada isu masalah. So innovation ni, kalau pun kita tak ada masalah, kita nak tengok, kita revisit. Revisit. Let's say in teaching and learning, we have so many theories kan. We have behaviorism, we have constructivism, we have connectivism. So bila kita masukkan, we use that kind, we apply that theories, okay, in our field, in our Islamic education, in early childhood, in counselling. That means we have innovate as well. Kita dah kira innovate dah tu sebenarnya. So innovate ni tidak semestinya mencipta yang baru. Kita menggabungkan, we merge between two entities, two theories. Kita apply teori sekian ni dalam bidang yang kita minati. Itu pun dah kira sebagai satu innovation sebenarnya. Any more question from the participant? Jika ada yang masih stuck kat video sell me this pen tu. Very interesting, right? Kebanyakan, most of the time lah, I have been through a few interviews as an observer in several interviews. Most of the question they don't ask the candidates about their academics punya achievement, learning attainment, tak ada lah. Tapi they are talking about how you can, they will give you some kind of a situation, so they will ask you to solve, they will ask for opinion. So itulah akan menguji, it will test the way we innovate, fast thinking, okay, in your decision making in a split second, macam mana you terangkan perkara-perkara tersebut. So through innovation lah akan membolehkan kita make yourself familiar with this kind of situation. So when you go or you undergo some kind of the real interviews, kita akan jawab dengan sangat mudah lah. Alright, Doctor, to be innovative, we have to be creative. Is there any ways to develop the creativeness? And sometimes we are creative, tapi kita tak sedar. Jadi macam mana nak tahu kita layak untuk inovasi? Yes. Okay, that's why cara kita nak memupuk kreatif ni, sebab the differences between robot and human being, okay, adalah ada 3 perkara. The first one is creativity, The second one is, two elements, okay, make us different from robot. The first one is sympathy, the second one is creative. Robot dia tak boleh sympathy. Dia ada robot sekarang ni yang ada sympathy, tapi they will have some kind of sympathy towards the thing that they have been programmed. Okay, kalau dia diprogramkan untuk sympathy yang ni, dia baru boleh sympathy. Tapi dia tidak boleh membuat sympathy itu dalam pelbagai punya situasi. Yang kedua, creativity juga. Betul, menggunakan artificial intelligence sekarang ni banyak AI yang boleh mendatangkan creativity. Tetapi manusia boleh pergi lebih lagi daripada itu. Okay, kalau kita tengok banyak AI ni dia boleh buat perkara dengan cepat, manusia sebenarnya boleh pergi lebih lagi daripada itu. So, macam mana nak tahu kita layak untuk berinovasi? Macam saya sebut tadi, nak tahu kita layak untuk inovasi, to measure whether you are good enough to innovate, simple je. Mula-mula kamu macam tadi kan, saya lihat tadi stage 1, 2, 3, exploring, adopting and then leading kan. You find the issues. Let's say lah kita ada macam Dr. Ghafur biasa buat dengan Dr. Fatimah, Dr. Ikram kan dalam kelas. Let's say lah in subject sirah. Sirah ni apa isu dia? Okay, most of the student they cannot understand, they cannot comprehend the dates kan, tarikh peperangan, Tabuk bila, kemudian peperangan Badar, kemudian peperangan Uhud. Tak boleh nak they cannot memorize the dates, and then they cannot memorize how many martyrs, berapa yang mati syahid, berapa askar, berapa contohnya pedang, baju perisai yang dipakai dan sebagainya. Dan contohnya mereka they cannot memorize the gist of the perjanjian Hudaibiyah, apa pengisian dan sebagainya. So itu adalah isu. How can we find the issue? Daripada student punya test kan, kita buat pre-test and post-test, pelajar ni dapat markah, we give them some kind of multiple choice question or short answer question. So some of them are good, some of them are not. So dari situ kita dapat isu dah. Bila kita dapat isu, analyze, kita akan tablekan dia punya isu, and then we will start to ask our members, ataupun we will start to ask ourselves, how can we solve this kind of problem? How can we solve this kind of issues? Okay, so the moment you come up with a solution, with the ideas to solve this kind of issues, daripada situlah kita tahu sebenarnya. So semua orang sebenarnya layak untuk berinovasi. Tak percaya, kita tengok dekat rumah kita. Betul tak? Bila let's say kita duduk kat rumah, we have electricity, we have water supply. Bila elektrik tak ada, bila water supply tak ada, adakah kita tak boleh solat? Adakah kita tak makan? Adakah kita tak tidur? Adakah kita tak boleh menjalani hidup kita? Kita akan start to think kan, we will find some kind of alternative. Macam mana kalau hujan, air tak ada, kita akan inovasi, kita akan memikirkan untuk simpan air. Okay, we have electricity, we will charge our lamp, our phone beforehand, we will use our car, kita tidur dalam kereta dan sebagainya. Yang tu semua tu adalah inovasi. So inovasi ni dalam Islamic punya perspektif adalah sebenarnya kita solve our own problem. Dan inovasi yang paling terbaik sekali adalah, the best innovation among other innovation is the one which is some kind of practical. Bila kita boleh menyelesaikan betul-betul, dan biasanya saya dapat tengoklah a lot of innovation walaupun nampak simple tetapi dia practical dan dia boleh menyelesaikan isu setempat, isu kita itu sendiri. Itulah inovasi yang paling bagus sekali sebenarnya. Okay, so I hope I answer the question from Muhammad Ikhman. Okay, ada banyak ideas tapi tak pandai nak visualizekan dalam bentuk innovation. Okay, so jawapannya adalah not every innovation need to be visualized. Okay, not every innovation need to be visualized. Tetapi of course lah, kita kata kalau tak visualize, macam how can people will understand our innovation, right? That's why kita explore tadi. Dan biasanya innovation ni we cannot do it alone. Untuk permulaan ni, I will advise all of students from IUM, from UKM, as well from other institution, work in group. Sebab waktu explore ni, you cannot explore alone. Bila you duduk seorang-seorang tu, you macam berhayal tau. You macam, I rasa, okay, kita macam I rasa, dia akan tinggal rasa je. Dia tak rasa I nak fikir, tapi I rasa je. Sebab tu dalam kelas pun bila Dr. Ikram, Dr. Siti Fatimah tanya kan, apa maksud ni, kita pun macam tengok atas sebab kita pandai untuk merasa, tapi kita tidak suka untuk berbincang. That's why kalau cannibal tu dia kata apa, 2 heads are better than 1 kan. Itu sebab dia makan orang kan. Tapi when we sit with our peers, our colleagues, we will start to, sebab kita akan nampak soalan-soalan yang lain daripada perspektif yang lain. We don't see one thing from our perspective alone, but we will see it from the different perspective. Dia akan membuka paradigma yang lebih baru lagi. Okay, jadi macam tadi kan, saya punya produk tadi, bukan semuanya saya visualize. Macam tadi framework tu, saya ambil framework yang ada, Al-Quran dan Sunnah, saya mergekan dengan ilmu turas yang ada bahasa tu, and then kat situ saya cari, sebab waktu tu the problem is some of the dyslexia punya student, dia tak boleh nak mengeja sebab dia nampak alif dengan ba tu terbalik. Kan? So we ask them, macam mana you boleh nampak terbalik ni? Kalau saya terbalikkan ba ni, you nampak betul tak? Dia kata terbalik ke sini pula. So kita terpaksa jarakkan. Okay, kalau nak tulis Assalamualaikum tu, we cannot simply merge alif lam sin lam alif mim tu. Tetapi kita kena jarakkan dia supaya dia nampak satu persatu. Kalau normal people like us, if they see, take a look at this Assalamualaikum yang untuk dyslexia ni, dia akan nampak, apa ni Dr. Mimi, ini kenapa terputus-putus Assalamualaikum ni? It does not work for us, for an ordinary people, but it works for dyslexia student. So dia salah satu, saya tak buat visualize lain pun, tapi saya hanya mendengar, I just listen, and then I try and error, and I try to develop a framework that can be used for people in this non-ordinary ataupun untuk these special kids sebenarnya. So untuk pendidikan Islam banyak sebenarnya. Kan, bila you turun sekolah, you buat praktikum, you gunakan STAR, you gunakan reward system, apa lagi, the way you talk with student kan, the way you communicate with student in class, the way you control your class, the way you shape your class punya kedudukan dan sebagainya, the way you start your class, didaktik ataupun didaktik ataupun satu lagi tu, whether you start with the definition first and then example. Kan, ataupun you start with example first and then last baru you trykan, you talk about the definition. Itu semua tu adalah innovation apabila pelajar merasakan dia adalah sesuatu yang baru. How can you improve? Dan tak semestinya inovasi ini memberikan satu natijah yang baik saja. Maknanya kalau result student tu meningkat, maknanya inovasi kita berjaya. Kalau result pelajar tu kekal je, inovasi kita tak berjaya. Tak, salah. Itu adalah pemikiran yang salah. You selalu fikir, you will always think that innovation will improve saja. Tak semestinya. Jangan kita katakan, mungkin macam Thomas Alva Edison, kan, dia buat lampu tu. Saya menjumpai inovasi ni selepas 1000 kali kegagalan. Tapi dia kata bukan kegagalan, dia adalah kejayaan yang ditangguhkan. Cik, pandai ada cover line kan. So, inovasi juga mengajar kita melihat sesuatu benda itulah daripada aspek. So, kita kata dia bukan gagal, tapi adalah kejayaan yang ditangguhkan. So, through innovation, kita akan lebih mengenal Allah SWT sebenarnya. Okay. Al-ayatul bayyinat kan, maknanya keesaan Allah itu adalah ada pada bila kita explore tu, kita akan Masya Allah, banyak lagi kita boleh explore, banyak lagi kita boleh explore sebenarnya. Okay, Muhammad Ehsan bin Mir Idris, how can we know that ourselves is capable to make innovation? Is there any sign? There is no sign. You need to explore. Okay, you need to explore. Macam kita lah, since our childhood kan, we explore and then we know. Actually, we can play guitar, we can play music instrument, and then kita try masuk, kita join nasyid club. Oh, we discover that actually our voice is good enough to be a singer kan. Drawing, kita try, doodling, and then kita asah bakat kita. Then we know actually we are good in drawing. So memang kena explore baru dia boleh. Dia bukan datang sign tu begitu sahaja. Okay. Deductive and inductive. Thank you very much. Biasalah kan, dah pukul 9 ni, kadang-kadang blur sikit. Doktor kadang-kadang bila kita jenis yang berinovasi ni, lepas tu ada orang cakap jangan terlalu berangan-angan tinggi. So benda tu buatkan kita down. Jadi doktor, do you have any advice to boost our motivation in being innovative? Dia punya nasihat dia adalah don't listen to others. Don't listen to others lah. Kan? Macam yang biasa tu dia katakan, awak down ke kan? Awak down lah seorang-seorang. Kau ada occupation kan? Maksudnya, kita kalau dengar cakap orang memang tak bergerak. Sebab sekarang ni, awak buat innovation pun orang cakap juga, betul? Jangan terlalu berangan. Awak tak buat pun orang cakap juga. So mana kita pilih? Baik kita pilih yang buat. Kan? Kalau kita lihat kepada satu cerita tu ada 3 ekor katak yang nak panjat 3 batang buluh yang licin. Kan? Semua orang kata katak, you may not climb that bamboo punya shoot kan. Dia punya bamboo punya batang tu. Sebab licin sangat. Dia dah letak dia dah lumur dengan lumpur dah. Apabila dia start saja, dia tiup whistle, blow the whistle, the first frog and the second frog, semua je dia tak start pun. DNF ataupun did not start. DNS did not start ataupun DNF did not finish. Tapi the third frog, dia boleh naik sampai ke atas. Tahu sebab apa? Sebab apa dia boleh naik sampai atas? Saya boleh jawab. Sebab dia pekak. So saya tak suruh Aidil and kawan-kawan suruh jadi pekak. Tapi kita pekakkan telinga dia. Telinga kita ni kita pekakkan. Saya menyertai dulu, orang kata, oh ini idea orang dah banyak buat. Orang kata apa lagi? Orang kata, oh ini nak tunjuklah tu dia ada inovasi. Orang tunjuk, dulu saya pun tak tahu. Saya mula-mula masuk inovasi ni pun, when I first join pun, sama juga. Orang kata, boleh ke produk ni menang? Orang lain semua produk memang dah 4th IR punya. Tapi when I prove them wrong, saya try untuk dapat, boleh kot lah. Daripada situ, start sekali dia jadi kata orang bahasa budak-budak TikTok sekarang ni dia jadi gian. Kan? Dia jadi gian. Ada innovation, kita nak masuk. So, itulah yang, dan dulu waktu zaman saya ni tak ada. There is no people who like to share this kind of recipe lah. Ataupun tak ada orang nak buat sharing session macam ni. Tapi sekarang ni dah mudah dah. When you ask people to share, semua orang nak share, dah mudah dah. Tinggal kita nak buat tak nak buat saja. Kalau kamu fikir cakap orang bukan setakat inovasi saja, kamu pula belajar pun tak ke mana. Betul tak? When we go to library, Al-Hikmah, Darul Hikmah, kita pergi library, orang kata, oh poyo lah, pergi study. When we speak in English, dia kata koya, ingat demo sorgai, boleh catch English. When we talk in Arabic, indama yatahaddas atau natahaddas bilughatil arabiyyah, hum sawfa yaquluna, oh, ka'annaka al-Arab. Adakah awak ni orang Arab? Awak bukan orang Arab, orang Celup je. Orang Aceh, orang Kelantan, buat cara orang Kelantan. So macam mana kita nak berkembang? Kat sekolah pun orang dah cakap kita ni cakap, tetapi saya punya resipi mudah je. The more you talk about me, the more I will show you. Kalau dia kata, jangan tahu berangan-angan lah. Okay, saya nak buat lagi. Kalau dia suruh, dia cakap lagi, kita buat lagi. InsyaAllah. Sampai satu masa nanti kita akan menunjukkan satu sampel ataupun good example to all of them. Okay? Jalan terus, betul. And kalau kamu rasa bersendirian, okay, ask your lecturer. Dr. Fatimah kata dah nak bayarkan pun dah untuk korang ni kan masuk ke innovation ni. Tinggal nak masuk je. Okay? You boleh tengok juga rakan-rakan daripada UKM, UPM. Mereka ni pula nak ramai-ramai masuk sampai lecturer tak larat nak bayar. Terbalik lah. Terbalik. Kalau kat UIA ni saya dengar-dengar lah. Tak tahulah UIA sini ke UIA kat Afrika Selatan kan. Lecturer dah ada duit dah nak bayar. Pelajar tak nak masuk. Kat universiti lain ni pelajar nak masuk. Lecturer pula tak ada duit nak bayar. Terbalik. Saya rasa nak terbalik lah. Pelajar UKM biar pergi UIA, UIA pergi UKM. Baru kena kan. Yang kat sana pelajar nak masuk, lecturer pun nak bayar. Yang kat sini pula pelajar tak nak masuk, lecturer pun tak nak bayar. Biar bertemu buku dengan ruas. Kan? Sebab at the end of the day, you will see, nanti pergi sekolah, you tak tahu nak buat innovate, sebab tu pelajar tidur dalam kelas, you marah bila pelajar tidur dalam kelas. Kan? As an educator, when your students sleep in class, kenapalah boring rupanya kita ni belajar boring sangat kan. Okay? We teach our student, like we were taught yesterday. Tu kata orang kampung saya lah. Kita mengajar sebagaimana kita dulu diajar. Okay, Doktor, when we talk about innovation, it's better untuk idea asal datang dari kita atau macam upgrade atau refresh idea online. Okay, ini panjang nanti. Saya cadang untuk Miss Kamila untuk masukkan sedikit berkenaan ni. Sebab sometimes kita macam perlukan rujukan baru. Okay. Kalau dalam teknologi ni dia ada satu yang dipanggil SAMR model lah. Okay, saya type sikit SAMR model. You boleh check lah. Dia boleh start sama ada S ni substitute, dia boleh A augmenting, ataupun M modification, ataupun modify lah, ataupun R redefinition. So dia boleh datang daripada upgrade, ataupun bukan setakat upgrade, gantikan saja. Bila satu buku UPDF kan, dia adalah satu inovasi juga walaupun bendanya sama. Satu buku yang bercetak printed version, the second one is on PDF version. So itu adalah innovation yang peringkat awal lah, tapi dia masih yang bawah-bawah dipanggil substitute. So no harm, okay, no offense and no harm of doing that. Nanti bila kita dah biasa tu kita pergi kepada augmenting, and then peringkat degree ni tak apa, kita buat substitute dulu, nanti kita akan upgrade kepada augmenting, modification as well as redefining. So Arif, my advice, tak ada masalah. Kalau you kata upgrade tu pun betul, ambil daripada idea orang pun betul, ataupun rujukan baru pun boleh juga, tak ada masalah. Itu level tu boleh kita improve from time to time. Alright? Okay, so Sarah pun dah switch on the camera, so nampak dah bagi cue lah tu. Ada tinggal lagi beberapa minit. Okay, so I really hope that I have done justice for this session. Okay, for those who would like to know more and more about innovations in education, you may follow me through Facebook, YouTube channel and TikTok. Try je type Dr. Hamimi. Okay. So saya punya perkongsian setiap hari. Di sebalik kesibukan, I share new educational punya resources every day. Okay. Google je Dr. Hamimi. Okay lah, boleh lah. Jangan keluar benda-benda yang tak apa-apa, tak cukup lah ya. Right, so thank you very much all of you. I hope to see you again. Okay, all the best. Kita jumpa lagi. Saya doakan semua peserta pada malam ini dikurniakan barakah, dikurniakan kreativiti. Mohon pada Allah SWT supaya kita diberikan akal yang waras, kita kebolehan kita berbincang, okay, discuss our colleagues, and don't be shy lah of asking assistance from your lecturers. Okay, with that, thank you very much again. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, thank you very much, Dr. Nur Hamimi. What a beneficial sharing just now. So I would like to highlight one point from Dr.'s sharing just now, that if we depend entirely on CGPA alone, nowadays it is not enough. So we need to be a person with multi-purpose skills, innovation, and so on. So, and indeed, everyone can actually innovate something as simple as thinking to solve a particular issue. So do read more, explore more, and of course, try to implement it in our daily life. So just ignore what others want to say about you. And yeah, like Dr. said just now, the more you talk about me, the more I will show you. So yeah, be right to be remembered. So all right, guys, I'm sure that everyone cannot wait to listen more to our speakers sharing on this topic. So with that, let us continue this program with our second speaker, Miss Kamila. All right, Miss Kamila Rafiqah Muhammad Rafiq is currently a PhD in TESOL candidate at the Faculty of Education, University Kebangsaan Malaysia, UKM. She is technology-enhanced language learning enthusiast. Her areas of interest are technology-enhanced language learning, TELL, English as Second Language and Gamification. She has developed two MOOC platforms, iSpeak Communicative English for Workplace and Pitch Like a Pro, a mobile app, ME for STEM, and 3 PowerPoint games, Be a Hero Trilogy. She has won 23 awards, 12 special awards, 6 golds, 2 silver, and 3 bronze medals in innovation competition for her products. She has published 24 publications since 2018 with 3 Web of Science Q2, 1 Web of Science ESCI, 6 Corpus, 2 ERA, and conference proceedings and book chapters. She has also published a book entitled I Speak, an online learning course to learn English for the workplace, which is available for purchase. Last but not least, recently she has won a gold award and a special award at the 7th International Invention Innovation Competition in Canada. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Ms. Kamila Rafika to deliver her sharing. Everyone, please welcome Ms. Kamila.
Assalamualaikum. Are you able to hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, again, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the moderator, Ms. Sarah, co-ed IIUM, professors, doctors, ladies and gentlemen, adik-adik, and everyone watching from YouTube as well. Thank you for inviting me. I'm truly humbled and honored to be here today. Inshallah, I will try my best to share with you my experiences of winning medals in innovation competition. Let me share first. Okay, as has been introduced by Ms. Sarah, my name is Kamila Rafika Muhammad Rafiq. I'm a PhD student, PhD candidate, PhD in TESOL candidate from the Faculty of Education, University Kebangsaan Malaysia, under the supervision of my 2 supervisors there, Associate Professor Dr. Harwati Hashim and also Professor Melo Mat Yunus. Okay, okay. So before we begin, I would like to share a few awards that I've won. So unfortunately, I actually tried my best to include all the awards here, but some of the awards are not here because I tried to fit it in one slide. So let me show you what I've won. So throughout my studies, okay, just to share some experiences, throughout my studies, I've won 7 special awards, 13 gold medals, 2 silver and 4 bronze, total up to 26 awards so far. Alhamdulillah, 26. So just to tell you that it is possible, as Dr. Kamimi mentioned earlier, it is possible to win and to enter a competition, innovation competition. If you were to see on the list, I purposely created the list to show you the timeline of my first innovation up until the last one. So my first innovation started in 2019 when I was doing my master's with Prof. Melo. Okay, I took the class for materials in language teaching, whereby we are required to compete in innovation competition. So back then, Prof. Melo told us that if you do not get a goal, you will not get A for the class. Okay, that was what she said. So we did. We created materials. It was materials for language teaching. So we created that, me and my friends. So the first innovation that we entered, we got silver. Unfortunately, I did not get gold in the first ever innovation. So I got silver here. After that, because as I've mentioned, Prof. Melo told us that if you do not get gold, you will not get A. Who doesn't want an A? It's easy. You just have to compete and you just have to get you just have to get a gold, right? Gold medal to get an A. So I did. My friend and I, Fetiliana and I, we actually competed for another. We actually went for another competition, which was 1 week after the first competition. It was a very short duration. So we thought that we could get gold because one of the criteria to win an innovation competition is to have achievement, publication, and so on. So we thought that by having by having silver, there is a higher chance for us to win gold. Unfortunately, unfortunately, we got bronze instead. So it actually went down. Okay, our motivation level actually went down, especially myself, because I created 3 PowerPoint games for the class. So yeah, it went down. The motivation went down, just like how some of you here might ask what to do if our motivation went down. So take a break. I did tell Prof. Melo that I'm willing to do something else like publish papers and so on, just to get an A. And she said, no worries, effort counts. And I still hold to that particular phrase up until today with my students. I always tell my students, effort counts, because it counts, effort do count. So yeah, I did not get a goal for that particular innovation in 2019 for the class, but I did get A for the subject. So after that, in 2020, we finished our masters. We finished our masters in February, both of us, Fatiliana and I. So we decided to join innovation competition for our master's thesis, which was actually encouraged by our first supervisor, Dr. Harwati, Associate Professor Dr. Harwati Hashim. She mentioned that, okay, let's join this. And yeah, we did. Okay. And again, we also submitted our materials class, the one that we created for silver and bronze here. We got silver and bronze. We competed again to try our luck. We would say that we would try our luck. This is just an advice that I would like to tell everyone. If you were to do something, if you were to take something from a class, make sure you get consent from your respective lecturers. Let's say topics. Okay, if that is an assignment for that particular class, make sure you get the consent. So my supervisor is actually Dr. Harwati Hashim, okay, my first supervisor. In masters, we do not have the second supervisor, but Dr. Harwati mentioned, why not you ask Prof. Melo and see if she wants to compete. She allows you to compete. And I did. So I asked and Prof said, why not? Why not? And that was when we got our first goal here. So after that, starting from 2020, that is the end. We stopped there, and then I started off with my PhD journey in 2020 in September or October 2020. And yeah, so these are all my PhD innovation. So I've won bronze, gold, best of the best, silver, gold, and so on. I think the best achievement so far, I would say that the best so far is the International Innovation Competition from Canada. I did not go to Canada because of the COVID. I wish I could, but yeah, we did not go there. I competed representing Faculty of Education and also Malaysia, because this competition is an international competition whereby countries all over the world compete in this particular competition. So I got gold, and they emailed me. They asked me whether I wanted to compete for special award. In the beginning of the email, I thought to myself, leceh lah. It's very tedious, I would say, because you have to do a descriptive for your project. You have to do a video. So I feel like it's a waste of time, although you do not have to pay more, but still it's somewhat waste of time for me. So I told Dr. Harwati and Prof. Melo, should we like compete for international special award? Because I don't think that we would get anything. That was my aim, my opinion, because we are social sciences. We are in social sciences. Imagine you are to compete with science and technology students. Chances for you to get a medal would be very low. For me, I have the thought, okay, we are students, right? We know we are students, so we tend to feel a bit demotivated, especially when you compete with bigger people, people who have competed a lot and won a lot. So, but Prof said, hantar je, mesti menang. Prof Melo said that. Just submit, because there is a possibility that you will win one of the awards. So I did submit, and during the day of the result, instead of looking for my name, I actually looked for Malaysia, the country, because not many Malaysians competed in that particular innovation. So I did Google. I used Control F because the result came out in PDF. So yeah, and then I found Malaysia, and I found my name under 2 special awards, which was, I think, the best so far. So I got 2 special awards and gold for Canada competition. And the rest, of course, some of the innovation down here, these are a collaboration between me and my supervisor. Yeah, and the last one I got is bronze. It was bronze. So if you were to see, um, I would say that getting a goal is rezeki. Getting a goal is rezeki, but there are some tips for you to get goal, which is why I think I'm invited here today. We'll try. Right, panjang cerita. So let's see. So I'm just going to share with you what is an innovation. I think Dr. Hamimi has shared a lot, which I think, alah, dah banyak dah share. Macam, okay, what is an innovation? How do you start? I think that's the most important question. How do you prepare for a competition? Preparing a paper is actually extra. And what do you do when you enter a competition and how to win medals? Okay. Before that, I would like to share with you a very short video. This video is actually my innovation, the one that I created for my master's, the one that I got silver, bronze, and then gold. Okay, so this is the innovation. I created 3 PowerPoint games. As I've mentioned, I've created 3. The first one is Animal Kingdom, second Magic Town, and the third one is Final Chapter. So if you are used to playing games, especially role-playing games, you would know that the final chapter is usually the boss. You always fight with the boss. So this is where it comes in. And yeah, so bear in mind that I actually created this solely using PowerPoint, no other platform. So I'm just going to play this. It's 2 minutes, but it is a faster version because I've actually melajukan the video. So let's see if we can play this. And here, dengar the music. Tak dengar the music. Dengar? Are you able to hear?
No.
Tak ada suara.
Tak ada suara. No. Yeah, okay, I think you can hear the audio, right? So yeah, that is actually the final chapter for the game that I created using PowerPoint. Everything is based on PowerPoint. You just play around with the animation, slideshow, the timing, and so on. Okay, so this is the one that I got silver, bronze, and then gold. Finally gold. Okay, and then I stopped there. Cukup lah. Alhamdulillah, cukup lah. Okay. Right. So let me share with you what is an innovation. Okay. So an innovation is basically just like Dr. Hamimi has mentioned earlier, it's a new idea or product. Kita pegang pada kata kunci new kan. We always think that it has to be a product. Just like Dr. Hamimi mentioned earlier, it doesn't have to be a product. It can be also an idea. Because I did compete for idea. Remember I told you that I started my PhD in 2020. And the first one that I got Best of the Best award is actually an idea. It is not a product. I haven't even started yet. It's just an idea for my PhD. So yes, it is possible to compete for an idea. An idea is also an innovation. Right? I'm quoting Prof. Melo here because I always remember what he said. We are not inventing the app like WhatsApp or Instagram because they are there. Okay, but we innovate the modules or the activities. Okay, I'll give you an example. Yeah, in school. Okay, imagine you are in school, and your teacher, your English teacher, they maybe she told you that okay, you go home, take a picture of a person that you like the most. Okay, at home, take a picture, post in Instagram, and write a caption with 5 words plus 1 adjective, for example. Okay, so that itself is actually an innovation. It is an innovation of activities because the teacher is not creating the Instagram. Instagram is a platform, but she actually created a particular activity which is not stated anywhere, which is a new activity. So that is the innovation. Okay, all right, itulah. Okay, I hope you understand the example, okay, of the teacher just now. So, kan, tak ada pun sebenarnya, you don't have to. Okay. Banyak pula technical issue.
Sorry everyone, I think our speakers have internet connection. I think.
Yeah,
How about now? Is it okay?
I hope it's okay.
Okay,
I
okay.
hope.
I can hear your voice now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we
Right.
can proceed. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. There are a lot of technical issues kan? Macam, hey, sorry you.
Tak apa.
Okay. Yeah, itulah cerita dia sampai situ. So, just to tell you that I think sempat tak dengar the teacher who created activities tu. Tak tahu sampai mana dah.
Yeah, yes, until the Instagram part.
Okay, until the Instagram. So, it is possible for all of us to create something. Actually, most of us here, we have actually invented something, sorry, not invented, innovated something, but we might not realize it. Kita tak sedar. So yeah, we innovated that. Okay, let's see. How to start? The most important question that I think a lot of us ask is, macam mana nak innovate? How to start innovating? So as Dr. Hamimi mentioned also, I did the slides without discussing with him, yeah, just to show you that we are actually on the same page. You need to identify the problem. Okay, definitely, you have to identify the problem. Without a problem, why do you want to innovate something? Okay, so that is why when you identify your problem, you also need to identify your sample. That is the reason why I put it in the same color here, problem and sample. For example, if you are a language, in language background, yeah, language education, like TESOL, for me, myself, TESOL, when I created PowerPoint games, I actually identified that majority of the students in Form 2, they lack vocabulary. And the games that I've created is actually from the PULSE, the blue book, the PULSE Form 2, the Unit 8, 9, and 10. So from there, you can identify that the students have the problem of lack of vocabulary for Unit 8, 9, and 10. So the sample is Form 2 students. So of course, when you create something, definitely you need to identify who your target audience is. You cannot create something. If I were to use that particular game for my university students, I don't think it will give any impact or benefit. They would probably have fun, but in terms of language skills, probably they already know the words. That is why it's important for you to go hand in hand with problem and sample. The second thing is you need to choose you need to innovate the model or module. Model can be your idea, just like what has been mentioned earlier. If you use theories and all those, okay, those comes under idea. Okay. I also would like to emphasize that idea is not only whatever you have in mind, then you go and compete, then you say that's an idea. Tak macam tu dia tak jadi macam tu. If you have an idea, you need to have a solid background, theoretical background. Kenapa you nak create ni? For example, you wanted to create, contoh you cakap, I nak create kipas elektrik. Why do you want to create an electric fan when your idea, you said, my idea is to create electric fan. Why do you want to create an electric fan when there is already an electric fan? And apa yang membezakan? So, you need to know your idea must have a solid foundation. Itu penting ya. And then the next one, you can choose your platform. Okay, platform, let's say WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, if you still use it, and so on. And the last one is where you design, develop the modules, and get IP. IP here stands for intellectual property. The intellectual property takes a long time to learn, but just to give you a brief idea of what intellectual property, it is copyright. Kalau you main game or if you were to buy something technology, kan benda-benda yang macam stuff macam tu, you can see a C bulat, a small C with a circle, copyright. So that is what we call as copyright. Kenapa pentingnya copyright dan IP? Because it is to actually save your innovation from being misused or reused. Yeah, I would say reused lah. Sebab sometimes when people say, oh, you created the game, oh, that's nice, I'm going to take yours and use it as my own. So you tak nak benda tu. You dah susah payah create and suddenly orang guna je. So with IP, you are protected. That is why IP is important, but I'm not sure about IIUM. Kalau UKM, we apply through our supervisors lah. You may ask your lecturers later. Okay, once you have the innovation, of course, you need to collect data. You need to test out the innovation. Takkanlah buat-buat je tak ada buat apa kan? So testing out the innovation is not something that requires a big effort. Sometimes you can just test out with a few people, let's say 5 of your friends, get their feedback. Okay, just for the sake of entering a competition. So you have at least, you will have, you tahulah whether your innovation works or not. So that's the aim for data collection. Of course, you can also prepare a few modules or activities. Okay, am I going too fast? Okay.
So far, so good.
Thank you. Okay, so extra here, this is extra for all of you. some innovation competition, they give you the opportunity to publish papers for free. So if it's for free, grab the opportunity, take the opportunity to publish. You just have to follow the format and guidelines given because you have paid. Macam SUSAT, I think it's like 55 ringgit for students and 75 for lecturers. So 55 ringgit kalau dia termasuk the publication, then go ahead. You don't have to pay more. But SUSAT tak adalah publication. I'm just giving an example here. Okay, so just use the guidelines and publish. I have a few here that I've published. I just paid for the innovation, but they also have the publication opportunity. So I did take the opportunity to publish. Okay. All right. I think this should be almost the end of what to present in an innovation. I think presentation. You have to create video for SUSAT, right? I'm taking SUSAT as the example. Yeah. You have to create a 3 to 5 minutes video. So the ones in red, the ones that in red boxes, those are some of the important features of an innovation that usually people would ask. Usually innovation competition, they ask for novelty, they ask for benefits to users and society, commercialization potential, publications if you have one, and also IP number if you have. Okay, so these are the things that you need to keep in mind. The green ones, if you were to see here, the green boxes here, of course, every innovation starts with a problem statement. You must tell us what is the problem statement, the aims, and also how do you carry out the innovation. Basically, a brief summary of what your innovation is all about. Okay, and you can also include short introductions and brief findings if you have. The pink ones are not necessary. If you have extra time for your video, then you may use it. You may include, but if you don't, then tak perlulah sebab dia tak penting. Kurang penting, not tak penting, kurang penting. Okay. Right, now, entering a competition. The first thing that you need to do when entering a competition is to check the website. Of course, if you were to Google SUSAT 2022 website, okay, you can see the rules and regulation there, terms and conditions. Read the rules and regulation, number 1. Number 2, register in the correct category. Okay, for SUSAT, there are 2 categories, educational research and teaching and learning, kalau tak silap. And also you have also student and lecturers category. Make sure you register in the correct category. Kenapa? Sebab imagine you are a student, undergraduate student, myself also a student. Kita register under lecturer or teacher or educator punya category. You are competing with people like Prof. Melo who has won hundreds of medals. You are competing with those professors and doctors out there who knows what is needed to win gold. So dia macam ni lah. So you punya chance to win probably would go down. So make sure you register in the correct category. And we, if you were to create something, if you were to create learning activities, we are innovating. Okay, kita tak sebut like inventing. Inventing is like you invent WhatsApp and Instagram. So those are also the 2 terms that you need to be careful of. And last one is to prepare the video or poster based on the rubric given. Setiap innovation competition ada bagi you rubric. So you must see, setiap innovation ada. SUSAT pun ada. I will show you later where is the rubric. Boleh ke Dr. Siti Fatimah share?
Mestilah boleh, ada dalam guidelines kan?
Ada kan? Okay, so but yes, ada rubrics dia. Okay. So yeah, itulah dia macam mana nak enter competition. Okay, finally, winning medals. To win medals, please avoid common mistakes. Okay, I have experienced being a jury in 6 competitions, 6 innovation competitions. Common mistake yang participants selalu buat ialah not following the duration of a video. You need to make sure that if it's between 3 to 5 minutes, it should be 3 to 5 minutes. Kalau you lebih, kalau I as a jury lah, okay, if I did once yang I evaluate, the video is 15 minutes long, 15 minit, but the duration is actually maximum 10 minutes. You imagine you nak duduk depan laptop, you nak dengar for 15 minutes. So what I did was, I only take the first 10 minutes, evaluated the first 10 minutes, and I listened to the last 5 minutes for fun, just for fun, sebab nak tahu je apa dia nak cakap kan. So that is what I did. But I did not give marks for the 5 minutes. So walaupun 5 minutes carries like 20% of whatever that particular innovation is all about. So rugi you dekat situ. Make sure you follow the duration of the video. And number 2, I think another common mistake is where you over explain or under explain your innovation. Earlier, remember I told you that you need to have problem statement, novelty and whatnot. Sometimes when you explain your innovation briefly, you tend to over explain. Over explain kita tak nak. Nanti you tak letak whatever rubric, apa yang rubric nak. Sebab tak cukup masa. Because you explain your innovation, but you don't have time to point out whatever the jury wanted. Under explain is also not important. Under explaining is also macam tak boleh jugalah. It's a mistake also because if you under explain your innovation, assuming that juries know what you're doing, kita tak tahu. We are not there, so we do not know what you're doing. So these are the common mistakes. And the final one, I think the most important one is not following the rubric. Tak follow rubric, you tak menang lah. Cerita. Okay. Alright, I think that should be all. Let me share with you SUSAT punya website. I know you have that. Just to share. Okay. Alright, this is the website, right? Okay, up here you can see the category. This is how we find categories. So if you were to click category, you can see 2 categories here, innovation in teaching and learning and educational research. Baca apa yang mereka nak. So if you think that you are doing more on conceptual, okay, something like idea, but with theoretical foundation, with research foundation, and then you can go for educational research. If it's more towards creating something to help teaching and learning, to help education, then it is here. Okay, let's see the terms and conditions. This is what we do. Okay, you have the due date. Of course, you need to know the dates. Terms and conditions. Okay, the first one, how many members can you have? Okay, and what language should you use? Okay, and then, of course, the awards here, they are given extra. Okay, registration. Okay, this is the rubric. Di sinilah rubric dia. Sorry, daripada atas. Okay, so if you were to see innovation in educational research, it is 3 to 5 minutes. You must start with the SUSAT logo, 2022 logo, name and photo of each team member. Okay, itu yang penting lah, yang pertama. Yang kedua ialah your title. And then you need to have your summary of the research background or highlighted issue. In my case, if you were to create your video through PowerPoint, letaklah heading. Yeah, some of you here are very creative in creating video, but you are unable to point out these bullet points here. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bullet points. You are unable to point this out. When you are unable to point these, juries will find it difficult to give marks. So why not, if you are using, just put a heading there, okay, like summary of the research, okay, then you start explaining. Okay, related theories, findings, implications, novelty, recognition or publication if applicable, meaning that it's optional, and intellectual property is the one I mentioned just now, copyright if applicable. Same goes, yeah, with teaching and learning, but they have different bullets here, different items. So you have description, impact, and commercialization, values or potential. So dekat sini lah kita akan bagi markah. And I would also like to give you one last tip before I end, which is from K Innovasi, the one that I got my first role. Back then it was a physical competition. I did not record my voice. When you create a video, sometimes you could hear people voicing over. Okay, they voice over their video. But I did not. Sebab I rasa macam suara I tak sedap kan untuk masuk dalam video. So I did not do that. I competed as it is lah. I just letak subtitle, okay, dah hantar dengan background music. One of the juries, dia tak komen I punya. I was watching another person's presentation. Jury tu, he is an old jury lah. Dia cakap macam ni. Your innovation is good. Dia cakap dengan participant tu. Your innovation is good. But saya ni dah berumur. Jadi, saya baca lambat dekat skrin. Tapi awak punya subtitle tu laju. Lepas tu awak tak bercakap. So, saya tak tahu apa yang awak tulis. That was what he said. So, dekat sini, this means that what he suggested on that day was, apa kata, he suggested in a good way, he said, use subtitle and you also voice over. You read the subtitle. So bila kita baca subtitle, you tend to, kita as listeners, kita akan ikut juga membaca dengan laju. So that is what he said. Since then, I started voicing over all my videos lah. Yang you nampak, itulah. I do not know whether that is one of the factors, but some juries, they prefer you to voice over your videos. But it depends on individual. Tak semesti dia akan berkesan, tak semesti you akan menang goal kalau you voice over. No, it doesn't mean that way. Okay, it doesn't work that way. It's just a suggestion on how you can do your video. Okay, I think now it's already 9:50. Right. I would like to continue with one short activity, if you don't mind. Boleh ke? Okay.
Yes.
Right, thank you. I'm going to share you a link, and in this link, it is actually kita panggil jumpstart lah. Jumpstart for you to think of innovation. Try to click the link. You will get this page. If you go to Mentimeter, kalau tak dapat link tu, you go to menti.com and then you can see the number on the screen, 11967472. Okay, maybe we'll take around 30 seconds. Any problem? Unprepared teachers, betul? Remembering sequence, Jawi proficiency, okay? Maybe we could have like 2 more ke? Afraid to try? Betul? I agree. Maybe one more. Let's have like 5. One problem in your field of study. If you are in Arabic language, then what do you think is the problem? If you are in TESOL, then what is the problem? What do you think? Tak ada. Okay. Only proficient in writing the target language, but not speaking. Agreed. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Remember the problem that you have written, shy, yes. Okay. Now, what would you innovate to solve the problem that you have mentioned earlier? Like unprepared teachers. What do you think we can do? If you are shy, how do we actually solve? Wow, create a framework. Fatty Liana lah ni. You can use chat, betul? Use chat. Is that the answer? Okay. Use Telegram, yeah, use Telegram, use chat, okay. There are 5 problems earlier. Try to explore and use different platforms. Besar tu. Create a module. Wow. Okay. Create apps. Okay. Okay. So these questions are the ones that create again. Ya, betul lah. These questions are the ones that you need to think of before you start innovating. Apa problem dia? You kena fikir dulu apa problem dia and macam mana you nak solve the problem. I think if we were to go to macam tadi kan unprepared teachers, framework tu besar sangat. Okay. So let's say we wanted to use Telegram to help students to speak because they are proficient in writing but not in speaking. So Telegram, we have the voice note. Using that, you can also help your students, or you can also help students who are weak in speaking. Okay. Jawi module, yes. I think I like this one. Create Jawi module for students. Okay. But okay, for those who for the person who wrote Jawi module, you need to also think apakah beza your module and the module yang ada di pasaran. The buku-buku, the workbooks out there, those are also Jawi modules. They also teach us Jawi. Macam mana nak tulis alif bata kan. Okay. So those are the things. Okay. Alright. Good. InsyaAllah good. I think that should be all from my part. Okay. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Tak ada question, nampak macam senang je kan? It's easy. Okay lah, jadi kita kena ada mindset macam tu kan. You don't have to create something yang gah. Yang gah lah, something yang gah. Because innovation is everywhere. You macam tadi kan Dr. Hamimi cakap apa? Kalau you tak ada elektrik, you akan buat apa? The first thing that you would do is to find lilin. Kalau you tak ada lilin kat rumah, you buat apa? You ambil lighter, contohlah. That is idea, good ideas kan? Okay, kalau tak ada soalan, gold lah ni semua kan? Gold medal. Semua boleh menang gold.
Maybe a question from me.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Okay. I would like to ask Miss Camila. Maybe as sometimes in the beginning, we feel motivated with many ideas and like orang kata suka-suka ada banyak ni macam semangat lah kan. But as the time goes and maybe we have a lot of other commitments in studies, so our motivation sometimes it decrease. So do you have any tips for us to keep motivated in what we are doing or what we are planning? So what do you think, Miss?
Okay, right. Thank you. I susahnya soalan tu. Sebab I sendiri pun rasa macam tak motivated je. No, the thing about motivation is it comes when you are desperate kot. Kan, you are desperate. For me, like I've mentioned, the first innovation that I created is actually for my class untuk dapatkan A tu. Kalau tak adalah A tu, mungkin I rasa macam alah, I also do not want to do. Here's the thing, maybe the first time you enter an innovation competition is to first time you enter an innovation competition is to macam mana nak cakap you have the motivation. Mungkin the first time you enter, you rasa macam, oh, bestnya nak masuk. But the second, third time and so on, maybe you feel like, alah, penat lah, kan. It all depends on your commitment. The first thing, definitely your commitment. Kalau you rasa benda tu membebankan, then take it slow. Take it slow, plan for next year. Like IUCEL is next year kan? Plan for next year and so on. So I think that wouldn't motivate, but it would help you to see there lah. Maksudnya macam, oh, I want that goal from IUCL, sebab diorang bagi medal yang cantik, contoh. Yeah. I hope that helps lah. Sebab I pun memerlukan kot motivation. I think you need to motivate each other lah. Motivate each other, insyaAllah. Kan? Okay. Next one, I think I have a question in the chat. Of course, when it comes to competition, judges will look at the originality, creativity, and quality of the products. But what if we refer to another resource and only do an improvement from the original product? Is it still can be counted as an originality? Boleh? Senang jawapan dia. Yes. Why not? Because originality, if you were to improve from the original product, it's already an innovation because you improve ialah something daripada you sendiri, originally from you. So originality tu ada di situ. So that's why, yes, that is also an innovation. Again, quoting Dr. Hamimi tadi, betul lah. You can start from scratch, you can improve and dan sebagainya. So those are all innovation. Okay. I think I have one question here. How do you motivate yourself to do the innovation by yourself, or do you create them with your team? I think it's the same question. The first one is a class punya ni lah. Class punya assignment. So it was with my team member. I think one of my team members is here. Liana is here. She's here for, I tak tahu, untuk support lah kot. Okay, she's here. And I also have another team member, but he's not here anymore. He's in Perak. So yeah, we created that together. Mula-mula susah. Dia sebenarnya lagi susah kalau you create bersama. Okay, trust me, it is difficult to create together because, not saying that you don't have teamwork, not saying that, but you have different ideas. Each of you have different ideas and you are creative in your own way. So you have this thought, oh, I nak create macam ni, I nak create macam ni. So nanti dia akan bercambang. So what you can do is, the first thing that you need to do is to find someone who can work together with you, create an innovation, compete for that. So if you want to improve, get their consent, cakap kat dia, oh, I want to join another competition with this, would you like to join? Kalau you tak nak, I will remove the parts that you do. Macam tu. So yeah, creating with the team would help. Dr. Ghafur, susahnya soalan. Do you think that the lecturer should do the same like your previous mentor? Students can't win. Tak adalah, Dr. Ghafur. Prof Melu still give A. She just said that. For her, for Prof Melu, she said, if you win gold, it is definitely an A. You cannot give a B for someone who get gold. That is what she said. Betul tak? Kalau takkanlah kita nak bagi B pula kan? So yeah, I think if let's say IUM lecturers were to implement that, it would motivate students to actually get gold. Tapi kalau dia orang tak dapat gold, tak apalah. Takkan nak bagi B pula kan? Maybe you see from the effort. I did not get gold, Dr. Ghafur. For Prof Melu punya subject, I did not get gold. I won silver and bronze, tapi I still got A lah, alhamdulillah. Effort counts. Dr. Ghafur put me in the spot. Takut. Okay, last, I think ada satu lagi. From your own experiences, Doctor, what is the element that will attract you to choose the best idea? What is the element that will attract you to choose the best idea of innovation? Element that will attract me. If you manage to solve the problem, okay, you had a problem. If you manage to solve the problem, I think that is the best element. Macam mana you cakap pun, macam mana orang argue pun, in the end, you still manage to solve a societal problem, a small society problem, kan? Macam problem among us. For example, I created a mobile application for my PhD. I created my own mobile app for STEM students, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics students, for them to learn vocabulary. It is a very small, I would say it's a small research lah, okay? Because my target is only for STEM learners. So the element that would attract you is the problem itself. The problem attracts you to create something to help solve the problem. So apa-apa yang you create sebenarnya sangat bagus. You je tak sedar. You thought that you need to do something kah? No, you don't have to. Even a mahjong paper, an innovation using mahjong paper, but you innovate the activities, can win a goal. Pernah Pernah jadi juga. So tak ada halangan untuk itulah. Okay, perhaps Dr. Kamini want to answer some question. I'm interested in PowerPoint game. Do you have any tips for us as beginner? I think I know you, tiba-tiba. Do you have tips for us as beginner? Kan, I agree with Dr. Kamini. Generally, yes. Tip for us as beginner or newbie, just follow the steps. I think would be the problem. I think we always start with the problem. PowerPoint game, why do you want to create using PowerPoint game? Itu dia punya question nanti. Kenapa PowerPoint game? Kenapa tak Genially, for example, okay? Macam Dr. Kamini cakap, kenapa tak guna Genially? Kenapa nak guna PowerPoint? So I think those are the things that people would ask, juries would ask you, why do you want to create using PowerPoint? Okay, then you have to justify. Justification. Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. Tips for you as a beginner, you need to start. That's the tip. Kalau you tak start, it would not go anywhere. You need to start. Start somewhere. Okay, you will always have doubt. You will always have doubt along the way, tapi just start, because once you start, you will not stop in the middle if you have paid, especially if you have paid. Kalau you dah bayar lah. I jenis yang kalau dah bayar, I tak nak keluar dah, because you paid. That's your money.
Yeah, hi, Miss Camila.
Oh,
Hi, thanks for your sharing. Yes, I'm from Prof. Malo, one of Prof. Malo's students. So I'm preparing for my assignment for the material class. So my question is, other than PowerPoint game, can you please recommend or suggest us what other apps that we are able to come up with, like digital game?
You wanted to create digital game?
Yes. Digital language game for beginner, other than PowerPoint game.
Right. I think Dr. Hamimi has replied you in the chat there. We have Genially, we have also Flippity, we have also Blookit, I think. Is it there? Blookit. Have you pernah tengok tak?
Blookit, yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Betty. Yeah, Blookit. Okay, I think those are interesting. Other than quizzes, word wall. Word wall is fun also, because word wall you have different types of.
Okay, thanks, Miss Camila.
Maybe Dr. Nur Hamimi would like to share about his opinion on the
games. Betul, Doctor? Share.
The games and so on.
Hamimi.
Right, thank you very much. Okay, so for Miss Warapon Charuni, regarding the apps, actually we have 1001 application actually for games, but the most important thing, what are the needs from our clientele first? So we need to know what kind of needs, and then after we get the problems, we get the requirement from our student, from our clientele, then we can identify what kind of application we are using. Some of the students and researchers, they think about the apps first, rather than exploring the needs and the problems that our students are having right now. Because why? Like me, because I'm teaching Arabic, perhaps most of the application that has been identified or have been introduced by Ms. Carmila, it does not work in my case, because I'm teaching Arabic. Some of the application does not support Arabic character natively. Okay, that's why in English language, when we talk about Kahoot, we are talking about quizzes and Quizlet. Even they are using Schoology or Facebook. In my case, I still prefer Moodle. Why? Because Moodle support Arabic natively. It support second language natively, not just Arabic. We're talking about Japanese, Mandarin. So this is what originality comes from. So when we talk about originality, it doesn't have to be original from the product itself, but the way you contribute back, okay, using your knowledge, using your whatever you have, and it is a pedagogically sound. So this is a big difference between the application or mobile apps coming from the industry and coming from the educational sectors. Okay, some of the application or innovation coming from the business or the private sector, they just can build more and more application or mobile apps, but they are not pedagogically sound. So it just for the money, dollars and cents, but coming from a faculty of education or kuliah of education, so we are the backbone, we are the instructional technologists, so we design, okay, we are talking about how to build the game, okay, from the educational or pedagogical articulated. We make sure that all the apps is pedagogically articulated, right? So think about the needs of your student first, and then the problem, then you decide the application. For me, the if you Google, okay, generally alternative, you may find more and more alternative for generally from or you can type Kahoot alternatives. So Google will suggest you more and more 1001 application free of charge from Play Store or from iOS. And okay, the motivation. Motivation. When you ask about motivation, for me, the quick motivation, the quick win that we can hear right now is our employers out there. So let's say in one room, okay, you are applying for a new job, okay, for a job. Let's say we have five candidates in a room. Okay, let's say Sarah, we have Linda, we have Fatty, we have Aki, we have Ellie. 5 of you, okay, you get 3.97 CGPA. And then the first question from me would be, Sarah, what makes you different from the other candidates?
Maybe the confidence.
The rest are confidence too?
No, the skills of trying to
Innovation.
Okay.
Yes, I have more innovation than the others. You can look at my CV. And with this innovation, I will transform the company into something else. How about that? I know IUM, you have introduced video resume, kan? Video resume tu, using this innovation, you can manifest your innovation in your video resume. That means if you started earlier during your bachelor days, of course you will help the company, the kementerian, to innovate something else. Because in kementerian, in private sector, they are talking about innovation. They are talking about KIK, how to innovate 5S. It's all about innovation. So nanti kalau you punya pointer bagus, dia kata, oh ini bookworm ni, nanti duduk kat office dia akan jadi geek lah, ataupun jadi nerdy punya ni, workers. Dia tak boleh innovate. So buat dia, tak tahulah where to start, I don't know where to think. Bagi masalah, okay lah bos, kita tak payah ambil lah, tak berani ambil risiko, right? Bila ada je high risk, tak berani ambil project, nanti ada risk. So innovation ni akan challenge you sebenarnya benda-benda tu. So mana-mana resume pun saya tengok dia semua sama, very linear, very generic, except for innovation. So you ada something that you will put in your CV other than AJK hari kantin sekolah lah, DNI untuk program ni. Itu semua orang ada. Tapi innovation will make you your level one level up daripada from other candidates. Okay, thank you.
Maybe one more question for you. Other tips from the jury perspective.
Okay, jury perspective ni dia it is an open secret sebenarnya. It is an open secret. Kalau for higher level punya competition macam yang Kamila describe by Miss Kamila, In order for you to get gold, it's very easy. You have publication, you have IP, and then publication and IP lah. Sebab because from publication ni, if you publish in journal or article kan, dia dah menunjukkan dia dah dalam tu semua dah all in. Feedbacknya ada, teorinya ada, metodologinya ada, semua ada. Dan it has been peer reviewed. It has been blinded reviewed. Okay, blind reviewed by the expert in the field. Sebab tu kalau kita, and IP bukan senang nak dapat IP, dia ada dia punya stages dia kan. Once you get your IP, biasa hakim tak tanya dah sebab dah tahu dah proses nak dapat tu is very thorough. So for student, you jangan fikir kena nak ada IP dan sebagainya. Jangan. Kita baru stage 1, explore. Kalau first ni you masuk, you boleh terus dapat gold tu memang power lah, Power Rangers lah kan. Tapi in order kita belajar dulu and then kita pergi buka dulu kita punya keinginan tu. Okay, build our interest first. Okay, establish our interest first and then cukuplah kita berpegang kepada hadis tu kan. Khairukum man yanfa'uhum linnas. Sebaik-baik manusia ni yang boleh beri manfaat kepada orang lain. Itu je dulu. Kalau kita ada manfaat, kita ada tu, macam saya sebut tadi, untuk dapat kerja nanti, itulah akan membezakan kita dengan kandidat-kandidat yang lain. Okay? Even candidates ataupun graduates from overseas pun, balik tak ada innovation. Kita, local yang kita boleh tackle mereka tu. Itu yang akan menjadikan kita boleh sama tinggi, duduk sama tinggi dan diri sama tinggi dan duduk sama rendah dengan graduates from overseas pun. Okay? You takkan percaya saya sekarang, nanti you akan percaya bila duduk interview. Allah, you dah cakap dah dulu dah. Pointer dah sama dah. Even kalau you punya pointer pun not as good as theirs, tapi kalau dia tengok ni, inilah dia orang kata, bukan soft skill lagi innovation ni bukan soft skill lagi. Saya dah tengok dah, dia dah jadi hard skill, dia dah jadi it's a must skill lah. Dulu orang kata creative thinking, problem solving ni soft skill, not soft skill anymore. Dia adalah it's a must. It's a must. Satu keperluan bagi setiap pelajar. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nurhamimi. So I think actually we have come to the end part of our program. So maybe we could hear from both of you. Maybe you have a last word to give to us, like some conclusion or motivation to us. Maybe Miss Kamila can start first.
Dr. Hamimi lah dulu, Doktor.
Okay, Dr. Nurhamimi, do you have something to say to us?
Follow my social media lah. I will share daily basis punya ni lah, innovation and sebab saya innovate by sharing. Saya punya style lain sikit. I innovate by sharing. Sebab when I share, people will criticize whether my sharing is good or not. So kalau saya rasa malu macam yang tadi Sarah sebut tadi, memang rasa macam kan share kan orang kata poyo macam dia seorang je ada IG, ada TikTok kan. Kalau tak share orang kata ada ilmu tak nak share. Kedekut ilmu Dr. Hamimi. Jadi serba kan. So saya share je. Bila orang tegur, saya bukan tak ada orang tegur. Saya punya ni kadang orang tegur baris salah, translation is not accurate. So I receive with an open heart. Saya kata, bagus, ada orang tegur. So kita akan improve from time to time. So kalau kita tak share, kita tak masuk dalam innovate ni, kita tak tahu di manakah, what are the loopholes that we can improve from that. Kan? Bila kita tak tahu apa yang perkara yang kita boleh improve. So I wish all the best for all of you. Don't give up, okay? I saw something, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is. Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nurhamimi. Maybe Miss Kamila, do you have something to say to us?
You need to start and yes, play the goal. Just play the goal. Right. Best of luck, everyone. Thank you.
All right, a very short and insightful advice to us. So with that, I think I would like to conclude a little bit from Ms. Camila sharing just now that it doesn't have to be a product. It can be an idea, because an idea is also innovation. But the most important thing that is that effort counts, and also Dr. Hamimi said, innovation counts, and what will make you different from others is innovation. So everyone, I would like to say thanks again to the presenters, to our amazing speakers for the interesting talk, and of course to our audience for your active participations. So hopefully the sharing will be beneficial for everybody. So once again, I would like to remind to you that Kuliah of Education IIUM Gombak, in collaboration with UiTM Cawangan Negeri Sembilan Campus Kuala Pilah, and also the Council of Islamic Education Students, are currently organizing the first international competition on sustainable education 2022. So for those who might be interested to improve and also share your excellent teaching and learning ideas, don't forget to join us in this competition. So you can click on the link given in the posters, or you can scan the QR code for further details. So yeah, this is the posters. So okay, so before we end our program today, we will have a photography session with our speakers. So I would like to invite everyone to turn on your camera and pose beautifully. Okay. Everyone, you can turn on your camera. Okay, is there anybody else who would like to join us in this photography session? Okay, okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, smile. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay. So, all right, thank you very much, everyone. So I would like to say thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we can disperse.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you to our honorable speakers for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.